Have you ever heard something about human behavior that made you stop and think, wait, can that be true? Well, today we're diving deep into 10 psychology-backed facts that will genuinely surprise you. Some will make you rethink how your brain works. Others might change how you see people forever. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at yourself or others in quite the same way again. Let's get started. Fact 1. Your brain can trick you into remembering things that never happened. We like to think of our memories as video recordings, accurate, unchangeable, permanent, but psychology says otherwise. In a famous 1995 study, psychologist Elizabeth Loftus asked participants about childhood events. Some were real, provided by family members. Others were pure fabrications, like getting lost in a shopping mall at age 5. Here's the shocking part. 25% of people remembered the fake event in vivid detail, sometimes even adding their own emotional touches, like remembering the store layout, the smell of popcorn, or a stranger's voice. Why? Because memory isn't a file you retrieve it as a story your brain reconstructs each time you recall it, and each recall changes the story slightly. Over time, your mind can create an entirely false memory. You truly believe real-world consequence. False memories have influenced criminal trials. Innocent people have gone to prison because eyewitnesses were absolutely certain about details only for DNA evidence to prove them wrong. Takeaway. Before acting on a heated memories, especially in conflict spas, ask yourself, am I remembering the event or the last time I remembered it? Fact 2. People judge you in less than 1/10 of a second. You might think people get to know you before forming an opinion. In reality, Princeton University researchers found it takes just 100 milliseconds for someone to form a first impression based solely on your face. That's faster than a blink. In the study, participants were shown photos of strangers for a fraction of a second and asked to judge traits like trustworthiness, competence, and attractiveness. Shockingly, their snap judgments were almost identical to those formed after spending a full minute looking at the same faces. Real-world example. Think about job interviews. If you walk in looking nervous, tired, or closed off, the interviewer's brain may lock in an impression before you even speak. Or dating apps, you swipe left or right in seconds, often based on that split-second instinct. Takeaway. First impressions form instantly. If you want them to work in your favor, focus on posture, eye contact, and a relaxed smile before you even say a word. Fact 3. Your subconscious decides before you realize it. We love to believe we make rational, conscious choices, but neuroscience tells a different story. In a famous experiment, neuroscientist Benjamin Libet measured brain activity before participants pressed a button. The shocking result, the brain decided to press the button up to 7 seconds before participants consciously reported deciding. Real-world example. Ever ordered dessert, then told yourself you deserve it after a long day? That decision was likely made subconsciously, before you even thought about the reasons. Takeaway. Many of your choices aren't truly conscious. They re-influenced by hidden emotional and environmental cues. Being aware of this can help you pause and ask, do I really want this, or am I reacting automatically? Fact 4. Social media can make you feel worse. Even if you don't post, you've heard about social media envy. But here's the twist. Even passively scrolling, without posting or commenting, can harm your mood. Researchers from the University of Pittsburgh found that people who spent more time passively consuming social media reported higher levels of loneliness and depression. Why? Because our brains naturally compare. Seeing highlights of others' lives tricks us into thinking we're doing worse than we are. Real-world example. You log on to Instagram after a long day at work. Your feed is full of vacation photos, engagement announcements, and perfectly curated meals. Even if you know it's all carefully staged, your brain still feels the sting of comparison. Takeaway. Be mindful of passive scrolling, limit social media time, and remember you're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Fact 5. We're more likely to believe something if it rhymes. It sounds silly, but it's true. Psychologists call it the rhyme as reason effect. Phrases that rhyme are easier for the brain to process, which makes them feel more truthful. Example. Compare these two statements. What sobriety conceals, alcohol reveals. What sobriety conceals, alcohol unmasks. People rate the rhyming version as more accurate even though both mean the same thing. Real-world impact. This is why slogans and proverbs often rhyme. An apple a day keeps the doctor away sticks in your mind. Whether it's medically accurate or not. Takeaway: be aware that rhymes can sway your judgment. Catchy doesn't always mean correct. Fact 6. Eye contact can increase attraction or create intense discomfort. Psychology says prolonged eye contact can trigger powerful emotional responses. In one study, strangers who stared into each other's eyes for 4 minutes reported feeling significantly more connected. Some even described it as falling in love. Real-world twist: the same mechanism can create discomfort if the context feels threatening. Eye contact activates the amygdala, the brain's emotional center, making the interaction more intense positively or negatively. Example: police officers often use steady eye contact to assert authority, while salespeople use it to build trust. Takeaway: eye contact is a tool. Use it intentionally. Too little can make you seem untrustworthy. Too much can feel intimidating. Fact 7. Your name can influence your life choices. It sounds like astrology-level nonsense, but research suggests people are subtly drawn to things that resemble their own name, a concept called implicit egotism. Example: studies show people named Dennis are statistically more likely to become dentists. Similarly, people are more likely to live in cities or marry partners whose names share their initials. Why? Your name is a constant part of your identity, and your brain unconsciously associates it with positive feelings. Takeaway: while you can't choose your birth name, you can use this principle in branding or marketing by making names more personally relatable to your audience. Fact 8. Multitasking makes you worse at everything. Many people brag about their ability to multitask, but the science is clear: your brain can't truly focus on 2 demanding tasks at once. A Stanford University study found that heavy multitaskers performed worse on attention tests, memory tasks, and switching between activities compared to those who focused on one thing at a time. Real-world example: texting while driving doesn't just split your attention, it delays reaction time as much as driving drunk. Takeaway: if you want to be more productive, stop juggling tasks. Focus deeply on one thing, then move to the next. Fact 9. Your willpower is like a muscle and it can tire out. Psychologists call this ego depletion, the idea that self-control draws from a limited mental resource. The more decisions you make, the more your willpower weakens temporarily. Example: in courtrooms, judges were more likely to grant parole right after lunch than right before, likely because hunger and decision fatigue made them less lenient. Takeaway: tackle important tasks when your mental energy is highest often in the morning and avoid making big decisions when you already drain. Fact 10. Gratitude can literally rewire your brain. This one sounds warm and fuzzy, but the science is hard to ignore. Neuroscientists found that regularly practicing gratitude activates the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and serotonin, the same feel-good chemicals triggered by pleasure. Example: in one study, people who wrote down 3 things they were grateful for every day reported better sleep, improved mood, and reduced symptoms of depression after just a few weeks. Takeaway: gratitude isn't just polite, it's a brain hack for happiness. So there you have it, to 10 psychology-backed facts that are as fascinating as they are surprising. Some of these reveal just how powerful and sometimes unreliable the human mind can be. Others show us small changes we can make, like focusing on gratitude or avoiding multitasking, that can have a massive impact on our lives. The more you understand how your brain works, the better you can navigate the world, and maybe even outsmart your own subconscious.